Now let's see the review of Ancient OS 5.3 on Poco X2. This update is of 30th April and I am telling you, the ROM is extremely smooth. Now let's skip to the about phone. As you can see, the Android version is Android 11. The security device is of 5 April. The kernel version is 4.14 kernel. And the build date is 30th April. Now let's see some customizations. In connections, we get Wi-Fi, mobile network and hotspot. In mobile network and Geo, we get Volt and it's working fine. In sound and vibration, you can choose the media sounds. Then you get volume steps, ringtone narration pattern, vibrate for calls, DND, media, shortcut, and down here you get live captions. When you turn it on, you get language, hyperprofanity, show sound label, live caption in volume control and caption calls. Let's turn it off. If the live caption is on, it will use more battery. Then you get now playing. Then you get MIS and answer. When you turn it on, you can choose a headphone type and a preset. And down here, reverse option of enable hi-fi, that is decrease the noise and distortion and increase the audio quality. At the last, you get clear speaker, that is it will play a 30-second audio to clear speaker. In notifications, down here you get notification history and bubbles. Then you get notification or lock screen, sensitive notifications. In general, you get hide silent notifications, allow notification snoozing, notification dot on app icon, blink light and DND. And the main customization is the Megalith Xi. Here you get tons and tons of customizations. As you can see, first let's see the interface. In interface, you get themes. In themes, you get wallpaper. In wallpaper, you can use the wallpaper. In style, you can choose the ASCII color, font type, etc. In grid, you can choose the grid size. And in clock, you can choose the lock screen clock. And you get many options, as you can see. And you can choose the system theme. Then you get ASCII color picker, ASCII color presets, and setting zone. You get setting homepage collage switch, unbold title, showing account OS style, subsetting collage switch style. In these settings you get bouncy, subsetting collage style and collage background. Then you get setting homepage background. Here you can choose the backgrounds. Then you get action bar on collect background. In font zone you get choose the font type. As you can see, you get many options. Then you get icon shape, status bar icons, navbar icon style, brightness status style, QoS panel and notification background. Then you get switch appearance. In dimension zone you get status bar height. Then you get dialog corner radius style, simple status bar padding. Then you get simple QoS panel margin, QoS expanded padding. Then you can use the clock height, top area padding setting, etc. In QoS settings you get QoS style. Then you get QoS clock style, analog clock style, tint style version color, QoS style disco, QoS style background, footer text, tint QoS style, rainbow tile icon and rainbow tile title. As you can see, there are tons and tons of customizations. In status bar you get dual row. When you enable it, you can choose the dual row. In this you get layout style, that is iOS style, dual bar style with left analog and dual bar style with center analog. When you click on iOS style, as you can see the icons, when you click on left analog, as you can see, let's disable it. In clock and date you get show clock and date, clock style, AM PM style, show seconds. In date you get date style, date format, date position, etc. Then you get battery indicators. In this you get battery style, and in this you get many options, as you can see. Then you get battery percentage of charging and battery layout. Then you get icon manager, ancient logo, custom logo, footer career label. In network you get volt icon, that is you can enable or disable the volt icon and you can choose the volt icon. And you can do the same for VO Wi-Fi icon. Then you get traffic indicators, show 4G and stop LTE, roaming indicator, show data disabled icon and use old style mobile icon. In notifications, you get notification light, and you get battery charging light, and you get show on notifications, show on always on, show for all those events, light pulse color, custom color, etc. In QS, you get blur behind the QS, and you get blur alpha, blur intensity, QS media player, data usage in QS. Then you get header image, then you get header image height, background opacity, battery percentage, battery estimates, disable QS when locked, edit icon, running service icon, and QS footer text. Down here you get quick QS pull down, smart pull down, vibrate on touch, setting icon, footer page, show tile title. Then you can choose the rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. Then you get brightness slider, auto brightness icon, brightness progress text, and brightness slider at bottom. In gestures you get AOS gestures. In this you get quickly open the camera. Navigation. In this you get gesture navigation, 2 button and 3 button, and it's working fine. Now gesture is selected, to the back button, home button, and recents. As you can see, it's working fine. Even the 2 button. As you can see, the nav bar comes. Even 3 button. As you can see, it's working fine. Even in gesture navigation. And settings, you get left edge, right edge, amount of screen height, dead zone, show pill, gesture bar length, gesture bar radius, haptic feedback, and back gesture animation. Then you get lift to check phone, prevent ringing, power menu. In this you get device control and sensitive content. Then you get skip music tracks and adaptive playback. In gestures you get screen off power button torch and automatically turn off the torch. Then you get 3 finger screenshot, brightness control, screenshot type, double tap gesture. In this you get double to sleep on status bar and lock screen. In power menu you get AOS settings. In this you get the same options. Then you get advanced reboot, screenshot, screen record, and hide on lock screen. In navigation bar, you can enable or disable navigation bar. You can choose a layout, invert layout, and you get pulse equalizer. In this you get navbar pulse, lock screen pulse, ambient pulse, render mode, turn on smoothing. In color you get color mode, bar width, bar spacing, etc. In animations, you can choose each and every animation. First, you get options like disable animation, screen off animation, scrolling catchy. In animations, you get animation style, animation duration, and tile animation interpolator. In system animations, as you can see, you can choose each and every animation. I have chosen the random. In buttons, you get click to bar screenshot, volume rocker wake, volume key cursor control, reorient volume button, ring, notification, alarm, voice, and Bluetooth. That is, you can choose this one. As you can see, this one. In battery, you get smart pixels. When you enable it, it disables the pixels, and there is the 50% pixels are disabled. When you click on 88, as you can see, the pixels are reduced. It saves battery. Then you get sensor block or package and aggressive battery. In this you get aggressive idle and aggressive standby and auto enable on battery saver. In miscellaneous, you get show clip text alert, setting dashboard icon, giving mode. In this you get when you enable it, you get head up notifications, disable automatic brightness, ringer and gaming mode indication, and add app for gaming mode. Then you get charging animation, launch music app, ambient display. In ambient display, you get always on charging, new notifications, lift to check phone, raise to wake, hand wave gesture, pocket gesture, wake screen gesture, double check phone, and battery level. Then you get 4 brightness values, ambient display brightness, ambient notification brightness, allow signal spoofing, when to play ringtone from, USB configuration, radio info, and at the last you get volume panel style. As you can see, you can choose a style. At the last you get lock screen. In this you get AOD schedule. You can schedule it and set the start time and end time. Then you get lock screen, notification count, transparent notifications, force, FP, authentication, fingerprint error vibration, fingerprint, authentication vibration. Then you get lock screen shortcuts, status bar, hide icon, lock screen charging info, charging animation. In music you get media cover art, media cover art filter, and media artwork blur level. As you can see, there are tons and tons of customizations. In display, you get dark UI. In this you can schedule it and turn off now. Then you get blur UI. In light control you get adaptive brightness, screen timer, rotation. Down here you get double to wake, screensaver, and ambient display. When you enable it you get always on, wake gesture, pickup gesture, hand wave gesture, and pocket gesture. In lock screen you get notification on lock screen, skip lock screen, show lockdown option, always show time and info, left to check phone, wake screen for notification, always on and charging, ambient music taker, show ambient music taker, and now playing. In security you get fingerprint, face unlock, and screen lock. And down here you also get option of app locker. As you can see, in apps we get conversations, screen time, default app, force manager, wireless emergency alert, and special app access. In battery, you get battery saver. In this you can set a schedule and turn off when charged, and smart cut off. When you turn it on, you can set a start level and stop level. That is, device will stop charging when device is overheated. But remember, default values for a stop level is 30 degrees. So if you live in an area where the room temperature is 30 degrees, the device will not charge, and the battery life is very good. I get around 7 hours to 8 hours in on time. Then you get device specific settings. Here you can choose the refresh rate, that is 60 Hz, 90 Hz, and 120 Hz. Then you get automatic low refresh rate and better save refresh rate. In recents, you get clear all and screenshot. Now let's check the Geekbench score. The single core score is 463 and the multi-core score is 1372. Now let's check the safety net and run test. As you can see, it's passed. Now let's check the DRM info. In DRM info and the last, as you can see, the Wideband L1 is working fine. Now let's check the Play Store notification. In Play Store and settings, in about section at the last, as you can see, the device is certified. And there's a stock launcher with customizations like, in home screen you get background opacity, show icon label and drawer, grid and app drawer columns, grid and app drawer rows, home screen icons, show Google app at a glance, show icon label on desktop, notification gesture and double tap to sleeve gesture. In icons, you get icon size, notification dot, icon pack, and adapt to home screen. In miscellaneous, you get rotation, hidden apps, swipe down for clear all in recents, and developer options. And in this, the stock camera is the ANX camera, that is the MIUI stock camera. As you can see, and it's working fine. In more settings, even the 64MP camera works fine. But of course, you can install Gcam which I have installed. As you can see, now let's check the calls working or not.
Welcome to Jio Marathi साठी एक दाबा. To continue in English, press 2.
As you can see, the call is working fine and the ROM is buttery smooth. I didn't face any bug. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?